Hi guys, welcome to Matt Bayeski YouTube channel. Yee! That's pretty awesome, right? What's all that about then? Oh, if you love the sacred wisdom of symbolism, I'm sure there's a lot going on in this one, right? Have a look at that. Look! I'm not so much into sacred symbolisms, and I don't look too deep because there's so many interpretations of a symbol. You can mistaken, the swastika for the ancient Chinese symbolism of good fortune, and like people make things up. And I've no time for any of that kind of stuff. But people who actually do the research, actually really study and realize what ancient symbolisms are, I think they're the people I find fascinating, not people who just take stuff from the internet and then start, regurgitating nonsense. So I don't really get involved in that. But I do see things around me every day, the signs. And everything is symbolic, really, everything. And it's funny how I think is it the Bible has said we don't worship false idols. I get that to a degree, and I understand Reiki as well has this energy of symbolism. But I think for me, I've always shared my feeling, my belief, because of what I've learned through the practice of healing, that whatever given symbol you refer to, however you see a colour as being more vibrant in the spiritual field, the higher vibration in the colours, or maybe somebody that you feel is extremely powerful, Archangel Michael, or your guides, or whatever. I think all of those things are very interesting. They're all key points. To me, there is no right or wrong. You switch on, switch off. You do certain things that help you attune to the vibration of where we're going to. But I think we kind of miss something along the way when we really want to achieve the ultimate power within ourselves. That relighting a flame inside to become strong and powerful, and to become the best healer or the best reader, or whatever you want to achieve in life. And I think some people need to feel that there's something more powerful than them, i.e. a symbol, the Om. So you can focus on the Om. I actually think, this is my true interpretation, I think we've lost the truth along the way. I think symbolisms and all the things that we see and we look up to and believe is more powerful was only there to help us reignite the truth within ourselves. And I think a lot of us have made the mistake now, instead of remembering that and having those things as an activation, we actually depend on them, and then we believe that without them we aren't the person that we are. And that's what makes me a little bit sad, because we look at everyday life now, we look at you and me and what we're doing, and we're looking at other people and we're thinking they're better, and we're thinking there's more people more powerful than us, and we kind of lost our way. We've lost who we are, and we're in search of it from other people. We're looking at other people thinking that they've got the secret, they've got the key, they are. And the secret, the key to everything is your belief in you. So I've often shared with you many messages about how many people have bought into, I'll show you, I've got it here. A lot of people have bought into the most powerful marketing. I think we can look at this as the most powerful marketing tool in the world. I mean, how many people have bought into this? And I often laugh about this, right? And when people say, oh, you should prepare yourself for the coming of this guy on the cross, I say, you know what? I don't think he's coming. And they say, "What? How dare you?" I'll say, "No, I don't think he's coming." I says, "Would you want to come back after being crucified on a cross and seeing everybody walking around with that hanging off them?" Don't want to. I think he's staying where he is till everybody throws the crosses away. I don't think he wants to see that again. Oh, we take things far too serious these days, we really do. But yeah, you might look at me and say, "Well, you're a bit of a hypocrite." No, I'm not a hypocrite. This cross was given to me, well, by my dad, because when my mum passed into the light, we all got a piece of jewellery. And this particular one here was my mum's, and she was a devout Catholic, and so was my dad. And this is a reminder of my mum. I think it's the only thing I've got other than her pictures behind me. So it's a reminder. So when we look at the cross, what does it actually mean? You know, a lot of people kiss the cross and they believe in this as a protection. And that's okay to a degree, but I think where we've gone wrong is that this is a piece of metal and it's a symbol, that's all it is. But the protection is you, if you think about it, not the cross, not the piece of metal. It's your belief in the cross. Does that make any sense? Look, if you believe in somebody, okay, another for instance, okay, who's your favourite comedian, okay? Before you switch the TV on and you know it's coming on, or you're going to see him live, you're going to be sat in that audience filled with excitement and happiness, right? Because you know he's funny. And that excitement prior to that is your belief in that comedian because he's going to make you laugh. Whether afterwards he did or he didn't doesn't make any difference. But your belief in that person has made you feel, "Oh, I feel great." So if you think about that in every walk of life, anybody that you believe in or anything that you believe in is only something that has triggered something within you to make your body become powerful and strong and either happy or protected. Does that make sense? So the cross is just a cross. It is your belief in that cross that creates the power within you to protect yourself, to make yourself well. So you are your healer. You are your happiness. And the secret is to find that, not in as much as other people and of symbols, but really find it in yourself, in you. Because you are ultimately your symbol. You are ultimately everything that you need to be. So if you want to protect yourself from outside influence, you have the power to do that. Of course, we talk about crystals and they have an energy of protection. That's true, they do. And maybe to a degree, the piece of metal that I hold may have some meaning. I mean, if I do a circle on the floor, create a circle on the floor to do a ritual, it has great meaning and great power. But I would ask you the same question. Is that great power the power of the circle, or is it my belief in that circle? It's a good question to ask, and it's something that I often ponder over. You may believe that it is the circle, and quite rightly so. You may believe it is the cross, and quite rightly so. But what I think I'm trying to help you with when you want to become the most powerful person is that when we have to rely on certain things that we do within Reiki practices, when we have to rely on the symbols or the crosses that we have to kiss on the wall, when we have to rely on the next video that somebody puts out to make us feel better, then doesn't that make us a little bit sad, thinking that we're putting ourselves on the back burner and we're always looking towards other things or other people to make us who we are? And I think over the years I've tried to help you see, as I've helped myself see, that I am my cross. I am my circle. I am my hands on, hands off, power on, power on, symbols, symbols. So I love all of those things to help us begin a journey of true enlightenment within ourselves. But I think ultimately the step when we get to the platform of that beautiful awakening of life is when we realize that we can travel the whole world to find out what the answers are and who we are. And ultimately we come straight back to ourselves. And we realize that it was always within us. Not that you shouldn't travel around the world and experience it. Not that you shouldn't enjoy a cross or you shouldn't enjoy a circle. But I think if we take it in contents and we really look at the bigger picture, I think if you were to step out of your life when you come to the end of it and look at it, and you'll say, you know what? It was always me. And you know, I always looked elsewhere to try and find it. So today, guys, from my heart to yours, do you want a little reading before I go? Should we do a little reading? My tarot cards. Let's do a little reading, shall we? What I mean by a little reading is let's see what the cards have to offer us today. Okay, so let's grab a card. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes, look, grab a card. Okay, they're all mixed up because I was messing with them. So let's have our message today. Our message. Okay, so take a look. Paz means peace. The two swords are crossing. For me, when I see this card and I look at it, I see a beautiful flow of life. When you look very carefully at it, you can see the mountains in the background. Mountains are always powerful because they're a statement of we have to climb our mountain to get to the top. It means that we will climb it, we will conquer our life. The two swords are about non-conflict. It's time to stop fighting with others. It's time to stop focusing on what other people are saying and doing. And if you look carefully in that beautiful card, there are 3 or 4 hot air balloons. So when you think about a hot air balloon, think about it as your life. Think about it as how you want to live your life. So really think about that for a moment. So you step into a hot air balloon. You don't know where you're going to go. So now the sandbags are dropped and you lift. And all of a sudden, the wind takes you to where it wants to go. So off you go. There is no thought of when you need to finish. There is no worry about what time it is and where I am. You're appreciating that Mother Nature is taking you to where you need to be. Mother Nature is flowing you from here to there, and you look down and you see that life is absolutely beautiful, and it's still and peaceful when you're up there. And I think we should learn to try and live a life of living in a hot air balloon. I think that's a great metaphor. So I look at that and see a great light with you and with me, and because we're shining every day, because we're realizing that life isn't what we thought it was. And sometimes friendships are never truly what we thought they were. But it's nice because we can appreciate them friendships and we have to let some of them go. And the only way we can grow is by letting certain friendships go. Because by letting certain friendships grow, we allow new friendships in, and those friendships help us elevate even more. So we have to believe in the coming and going of friends. Non-conflict, don't fight, let it be. And most of all, work towards finding your peace. That's our message today, and that is my message too. Let go of certain friends who you may feel have hurt you or caused you issue or problem or have done something really silly. It's okay. Let them be, because really they haven't done anything silly. They've actually given you a great opportunity to move forward and allow new friendships in now. So thanks guys for all what you're doing. Even in the times where I think, what's going on? You guys know exactly what you're doing. And they do. They know exactly what they're doing for you and I every day. So let's end this beautiful message today with believe in yourself more than anything else around you. And trust whoever comes in your life. And whoever leaves your life is exactly as it's meant to be for your higher spiritual good. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Love you all from my heart to yours. Thank you for subscribing to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel, and thank you so much for being amazing, as you already are and already were and always have been. Keep being amazing, and remember, the heart that gives is always full. Bye. Take care.